Another tragedy has taken place on Prince George roads. Yesterday evening, an elderly woman was hit and killed. She was the fourth in the last 10 weeks. It has some neighbors worried about safety.
Darkness hit the scene. At Winnipeg and 10th Avenue, a 79-year-old woman was hit. Emergency crews rushed her to hospital, but it was too late.
I knew what had happened because they were working on that person for so long. It's not nice. Very sad, right before Christmas.
It happened just before 5 o'clock in the rush hour darkness. The driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating with police.
Although the driver wasn't physically injured, certainly is suffering in other ways.
Right down to every tire tread and skid mark. Mounties were on scene collecting evidence. A collision reconstructionist had the street closed for hours to try and find out what happened. The investigation is still in its early stages and Mounties are still looking for witnesses.
It is difficult. It's hard to see. What worries me is all the school kids.
Just down the street from Duchess Park, the scene is also less than a block from the Elder Citizens Recreation Association. The tragedy has neighbors upset.
It does, because lots of seniors walk down here to ECRA, and they're a lot more unsteady on their feet than we are.
Just about every day, her husband crosses here.
I think that the ideal thing will be to get him a vest to put over. I think he'll wear it because he's nervous about going out at night, and rightly so.
According to police, that's a good idea.
Even if the pedestrian is in the right, the onus needs to be on them to look after themselves, unfortunately. Not to say the driver shouldn't be looking for these people, but there are blocks, meaning other vehicles parked on the side of the road that maybe we can't see them.
Darkness was likely a factor in 3 other recent deaths. A 36-year-old was hit and killed on 1st Avenue. In the early morning hours, a man and woman were struck on Nicholson.
We have had some fatalities that all happened pretty much under darkness, and it's tragic, but we just have to be careful, as pedestrians especially.
As for the elderly woman who lost her life, the BC Coroner's Service hasn't released her name. Police are still investigating, but so far, they say this looks more like a tragic accident than a crime. Camille McDonald, CKPG News.